My name is Mohammed. I'm from Iran.
My name is Marzieh. I'm from Iran.
We have some goal for future. We want to create a business of videography and photography.
They were both pretty accomplished photographers and videographers in their country. All of their equipment was destroyed, and they came here with the goal of establishing a company here. People come with a lot of ideas about the United States and a lot of dreams, big dreams.
Refugees often have some of the very same goals that Americans have.
But in the beginning, it's very hard. They're extremely resilient, and they're ready to be successful here. And the biggest barrier that they face is just understanding the system and knowing how it works. Once they have that knowledge, the possibilities are endless.
The Savings Match program helps refugees to take the dreams that they've had for years and gives them the tools. We support asset and wealth development in 4 different categories: homeownership, post-secondary education, vehicle purchase for school or educational use, and micro-enterprise small business. I've been working with Mohammed and Marzieh for probably about 6 months through the Savings Match program. First, we offer financial assistance for their savings goal and how they're going to reach that. We also provide them with matching funds. The second benefit we provide is financial literacy classes to help them be more comfortable with the United States financial system.
How banking works, how buying a home works, what that whole process is.
The Savings Match program relies quite a lot on some of our community partner organizations. Having the chance in a safe and controlled environment to experience what it's like to open a savings account and save towards a goal can be really empowering.
Refugee businesses create jobs for the community. Refugees are buying homes that have been foreclosed, and they're strengthening neighborhoods.
These are people of great character, of great strength. These are pioneers.
They work hard, they attain education, they become integral parts of the community. Having well-educated, fiscally savvy community members is a real benefit to the whole community.
Refugees are really a population that when they get here, they're ready to run.
They've already achieved so much just in bringing themselves or their family to safety and a new life. And I think what our program does is it offers a second step, not only in being resettled to the United States, but into living a life that they feel is good for themselves and their family. Being able to watch people grow in what they feel they're capable of and then watch them actually accomplish those dreams has been an outstanding thing to observe.
It might even help you rekindle your own faith in the American experience.
When I got to see Mohammed and Marzieh with their new camera that they purchased for their photography business, it was amazing. I was able to see them in their professional light. Instead of just looking at this couple as refugees, I now saw them as what they truly are. They are photographers. They are building their own business.
Now, of course, people ask me all the time. They say to me, what is the secret to success? The first rule is trust yourself. But what is most important is that you have to dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Not what, but who. And I'm talking about not what your parents and teachers want you to be, but you. I'm talking about figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy, no matter how crazy it may sound to the people. So rule number one is, of course, trust yourself no matter what anyone else thinks. And of course, rule number 2 is break the rules. We have so many rules in life about everything. I say break the rules, not the law, but break the rules. It is impossible to be a maverick or a true original if you're too well behaved and don't want to break the rules. You have to think outside the box. That's what I believe after all. What is the point of being on this earth if all you want to do is be liked by everyone and avoid trouble? The only way that I ever got any place was by breaking some of the rules. Which of course brings me to rule number 3. Don't be afraid to fail. Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions. You can't be paralyzed by fear of failure, or you will never push yourself. You keep pushing because you believe in yourself and in your vision. And you know that it is the right thing to do, and success will come. So don't be afraid to fail. Which brings me to rule number 4, which is don't listen to the naysayers. I mean, how many times have you heard that you can't do this and you can't do that and it has never been done before? As a matter of fact, I love it when someone says that no one has ever done this before, because then when I do it, that means that I'm the first one that has done it. So pay no attention to the people that say it can't be done. I always listen to myself and said, yes, you can. And that brings me to rule number 5, which is the most important rule of all. Work your butt off. Now, I always believed leaving no stone unturned. Muhammad Ali, one of my great heroes, had a great line in the 70s when he was asked, how many sit-ups do you do? He said, I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting. When I feel pain, that's when I start counting, because that's when it really counts. That's what makes you a champion. That's the way it is with everything. No pain, no gain. And let me tell you, it is important to have fun in life, of course. But when you're out there partying, horsing around, someone out there at the same time is working hard. Someone is getting smarter and someone is winning. Just remember that. But if you want to win, there's absolutely no way around hard work. None of my rules, by the way, of success will work unless you do. I've always figured out that there's 24 hours a day. You sleep 6 hours. You have 18 hours left. Now, I know there's some of you out there now and says, well, wait a minute, I sleep 8 hours or 9 hours. Well, then just sleep faster, I would recommend. Just remember, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in the pocket. And that takes me to rule number 6, which is a very important rule. It's about giving back. Whatever path that you take in your lives, you must always find time to give something back. Something back to your community, give something back to your state or to your country. Let me tell you something, reaching out and helping people will bring you more satisfaction than anything else you've ever done. Remember those 6 rules. Trust yourself, break some rules, don't be afraid to fail, ignore the naysayers, work like hell, and give something back.
Hi, it's Ben. I just thought I'd make a quick video because I've had an idea for Web Design from Scratch Premium and I wanted to run it past you guys. I've got a chicken with me. So I'll take you through the thinking. So I've been thinking about different businesses of different sizes and what is the appropriate way for us to do marketing in the light of web design is dead, as in the old way of putting so much labour and building these websites by hand, which is very expensive, very laborious. And the fact that in the last few years we've had this tipping point where it's now not only cheaper and more convenient and faster to make a website using pre-made components like the WordPress platform and the themes and all the great stuff that you can get with that, but it's also better. The result is actually better than you can make by hand because the industry has just evolved and it's got more mature. So with that in mind, I've been pondering about what the implication is of all that to businesses of different sizes. And I think clearly it's no longer in anyone's interest to pay a big chunk of money just for a website. Okay, because the other thing that of course has changed over time is that we've got all these other amazing channels. So we've got from things like eBay and Etsy and Facebook and Pinterest. You can run your businesses now sometimes on these other Web 2.0 or social channels. You don't necessarily have to do everything via a single website. So where does that leave us? Well, I think that there's kind of a clear divide for me. So I think for the bigger companies, for your say $100,000 plus turnover businesses, the right way for them to proceed is going to be the Web Pro 2 approach. I'm still working this through. It's very, very exciting times with the first few clients, and I've got some partners who are interested in using this approach as well. And that's going to be using a combination of some professional fees, some kind of target-based revenue share, and some pure profit sharing. So I'm convinced that is the future for your larger businesses. But literally, the economy of scale literally just kicks in to there. So smaller businesses just aren't going to have the level of turnover now, or have the capacity for increased growth and profits to make it that appealing for consultants and designers and marketers to work on that revenue share basis. So what is the appropriate thing then for smaller businesses to do? So if it's not to pay a big chunk of money using the old Web Pro version 1 approach, and if it's not to use the Web Pro 2 approach, what should small businesses be doing? And I really think that I'm convinced that the right answer is to do your own to a degree, or at least have some kind of combination of doing your own skills, for your social media, your writing, your blogging, conversion optimization, possibly, a lot of this stuff, and also to do that in collaboration, maybe with some guidance from a consultant like me, or your local web designer, but certainly not to be paying that kind of hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars every month for your marketing work. So, with this all in mind, then, I think that there's an opportunity and a need for information for small business owners to say, well, how do you do your own online marketing? Should you have a website? Should you be using Facebook? Should you be using pay-per-click ads? Should you be doing SEO? How do you make these decisions? How do you decide on what's the right thing to do? I think that's something I'd love to make some content about. So my idea is to create another stream within Web Design from Scratch Premium, because we've already got HTML and CSS and copywriting and WordPress and SEO material, and a lot of that is going to be really, really helpful for small business owners. But I think I'm definitely considering creating another stream in there for people like you to help you through these important decisions. So I would love to get your feedback. Please leave a comment under this video, and hopefully we'll make something happen with this. Thank you very much for listening.